Good morning, every students. Earlier, I had given a short notes on motion. At first, we understand about the motions. I think that every students observe this your surroundings that everything is in motion. Can you define the motion? You analyze that motion when a body change its positions from a reference point, then it is known as motion. Here I had given the definition of what is motion. A body is said to be in motion if it change its positions with respect to surroundings is called motions. Suppose that a bus is traveling on the road, you can say motion. Why? Because the bus is changing its positions with respect to your surroundings. Then opposite of motion is rest. A body is said to be in motion, said to be in rest, not motion, said to be in rest, said to be in rest if it is not changing its position with respect to surroundings is called rest. If anybody, suppose that a stone is lying at one place, you can say this stone is rest because it is not changing its positions according to your with respect to your surroundings. One more thing is important which questions always come in competitive exam. Which type of motion is found in the animal's being? There is an exceptional case and you will learn it, locomotion. Locomotion, that motions where animals change its positions without changing its directions, and they have no sense, body have no sense how to change the motion. This type of motion is known as locomotion. Can you say is plant in motion? If yes, then how? Everybody can say plants move only towards stimulus such as gravity. Stimulus means to be excited for doing something, and everybody know about plants also prepare their food by helping the raw materials like sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and nutrients. By taking these raw materials, plants prepare their food and grow. The root part, if motion, root part of plant is also in motion. Why? Because root moves in downward direction to get water and nutrients from the soil. The flower, like sunflower, you also see this type of flower, sunflower, also bends towards the sun source, move by growing longer. In the last class, I had given some homework. Write SI unit of flowing quantity, area, volume, momentum, density, force, work, pressure, and power. And here is given WhatsApp number. But no one students has given a reply of this homework. So I have found the conclusion that you are not serious on your homeworks. So in the today's class, I had not given any homework to you. And now today we will discuss about the distance and displacement. This is the next topic of motion. Always we have confusions where we use the distance and where have we used to displacement. In the sense of physics, in the sense of motion, there is a difference between distance and displacement. At first, distance refers to the total distance traveled by a body. You can say the measurement of actual path that is traveled by a body. Suppose that, just to take, if a body here moves from A, this is the beginning positions, moves from A towards to B, towards to B, towards to B, and after B, this body also reaches to C. Then the distance, because A to B the distance 4 meter and B to C 3 meter. Then the total distance, so distance equals to distance traveled by body is equals to AB plus BC, and you can write here 4 plus 3, that means 7 meter, because this quantity is meter, so you will write here meter. And here I have written the definitions. Distance refer to the actual length of the path from beginning to the end. It is a scalar quantity. Here I mention the scalar quantity. A scalar quantity means those quantity which having only magnitude, not direction. That quantity is not known as a scalar quantity. And after that, just we represent the displacement. Earlier classes you also know displacement, that means the shortest path to travel and to approach the total distance of the body, shortest path. Here if you see this graph, a body moves from A to B and after that B to C. But if the body wants to the approach, here is beginning point and here is ending point. You can say A is beginning point and C is ending point. But the shortest path is AC. That means initial to final. Initial to final. Initial means beginning point and final means ending point. So this is the shortest path. If you find this distance 5 meter, how it become 5 meter? You can apply the Pythagoras theorem of triangles. AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. Okay, and put the value of AB square plus BC square, and finally you conclude that you will get the result 5 meter. So this is the actual shortest path. Displacement represent the a straight line path between initial and final position. Initial and final positions. It is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means that quantity which having both magnitude as well as direction. Magnitude as well as direction. Because in the form of distance you can't say which direction body moves, because if sometimes body moves like a circular path or curved path, you can say like this one, but there is no specific direction But if you take the displacement, then there is shortest path from here to here. This is the displacement. This is the displacement. That's why direction has no, sorry, distance has no direction, but in the sense of displacement having both direction and magnitude. Now we find the conclusion between the distance and displacement. Displacement of body be positive, negative or zero. Anybody's displacement of any body may be the positive, negative or zero. Positive, this displacement of AC is positive. Here you can write AC is equals to 5 meter. This is the positive quantity. This is positive. Zero, suppose that a body traveled in a circular motions, goes in circular motion. A body goes in circular motion. Suppose that a body start from here to here, go in circular motion. That means here is initial and after moving this body here is final. In this case, what is the displacement? So displacement is this point, and that means here is 0. Displacement is 0, but total distance you have to apply the formula of area of circle, perimeter of circle. So distance is perimeter of circle, but the displacement is 0. In this case, displacement always becomes 0. Yeah, again, if a body goes in this path and again return from this path. Suppose a body goes, here is the position of A and here is the position of B. Suppose a body moves from here to here, goes 4 meter and again return from here to here, then again move 4 meter. So the total distance is equals to 8 meter, but the displacement equals to again here, so 0, because initial and final position are at the same place. Initial and final position are at the same place at the same point. That's why the displacement is 0. Now, so that's why here, and negative in the sense of, suppose that a body moves from here is this axis, right side, and suppose that this one is left side. If your body goes from here and come here, positive, and here is 0. If body again goes in this direction, this one is negative directions. Okay, if your body start from a origin and go at first the right direction and after come on the origin and go again in the left direction, you can say displacement will be negative. Displacement does not depend upon the origins. That is no dependence on the origin from its origin point. Displacement have two things is important: origin and final. Origin means a starting point. Magnitude of displacement is displacement is less than or equal to actual path or covered by the body. It is very important properties of conclusion. Displacement always be less than distance. Displacement, either displacement equal to be distance. But when displacement is equals to distance, if body travels only in a straight path, if a body goes only in a straight path, suppose a body A moves in a straight path B. So what is that distance? Distance is 5 meter. Distance is 5 meter. But what is displacement? Displacement is also 5 meter, because there is no any shortest path. In this case, the displacement and distance are equal only if the motion is fully along the straight path. And in this topic I had not given the homework because you are not serious doing homework. If you are give earlier, if you complete earlier homework, then send my WhatsApp number. After that I will give the next homework. And again, my dear student, study carefully. At first, you all the students of class 9th is necessary to having book yourself and just read the book. If you having any problem, then call me on my number, on this number. Okay, 7654739792, 7654739792. Thank you. Have a nice day.